For our final adventure, while I was up in the Northwest visiting John, we decided to head up to Washington and check out Mount Rainier and see what kind of hiking we could find in that area. So here we are up by Mount Rainier. No idea what the name of the trail is that we're on.
Fremont Lookout Trail.
Fremont Lookout Trail.
Mount Fremont.
Mount Fremont Lookout Trail. This is quite possibly the coolest trail I've ever been on. And that is Mount Rainier, which we will not be going on top of this year.
I like that disclaimer there. And that's Little Tahoma to its left.
What is the height of Mount Rainier?
What's that?
What's the height?
14.2, I think. Double of what we are now.
Which is
7,000.
So we are now on top of, what's the name of it again?
What's that?
What's the name of this mountain?
Fremont. Mount Fremont.
Mount Fremont, and we're on the fire tower. And it is amazing. It's got quite a view. You can just walk all the way around it. It's all glass. If you look through this way, see John on the other side of it. You can see the beds inside. You can see the mountain on the other side. There's the door. We think you might be able to rent these things out, but John's not so sure. So keep walking around. It's pretty high up. Of course, it doesn't really compare. See the mountains beyond, valley. So we're gonna have to come back and hike in the valleys. This is a pretty awesome area, to say the least. There's a trail in that goes to that little green area over there. And apparently there's a lake on the other side. A little bit windy up here. And there's Big Daddy.
The Big Daddy, huh?
Yep. And that's Mount what again?
Adams.
It's a volcano too? Not exactly on a trail at this point. Just wanted to go up to a peak that we saw. So we did. So I'm trying to find the trail think?
Yeah, the trail's right down there.
Oh, you see it?
Yeah. Nice shot.
So Courtney, when you see this, I just want you to know we're being safe. Because it doesn't really look like that up here.
This is totally safe. This is tame.
As John says, it is tame.
No, to make it dangerous. It's called scree.
What's scree?
All these little
I
rocks.
thought it was called junk.
No,
That's junk. This is scree.
that's so a mountaineering technique that you can use to go down this is called the plunge step. And you just dig your heels in and you walk on your heels the entire way.
John is demonstrating the plunge step as I zoom in on his feet. Plunge, plunge, plunge. As he falls. Jared is now practicing the plunge step. Jared has good technique. Kind of fun. Whoa.
You gotta watch out on the bigger stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm
It
trying to.
doesn't slide as well, but you can still do it.
You're getting a lot of airtime here. This is now the Rawlings Huter training video.
As you can see the other footsteps coming up here.
Yeah, because that makes it
Oh,
seem
sorry,
safe.
sorry.
Because Rawlings is the trainer and Jared is the novice. They get to try everything while holding a video camera. There's John. There is Big Daddy. For some reason, John thinks that's funny that I call him Mount Rainier Big Daddy.
It is the Big Daddy.
Well, it's the biggest thing around us, so isn't it the tallest?
It's the tallest in Washington and Oregon for sure.
All right.
Double our elevation right now, which blows my mind because it doesn't look like it is.
Yep. Looks like we could just take a nice Sunday afternoon stroll up to the top. So that's where we're going. You can see our little trail. At least I think so, right? Okay. We're not foot plunging it anymore.
We could go up to the next peak.
Yeah.
Plunge it down. Plunge that down.
Plunge step it. Do the plunge step. Okay, hold on. What?
An amazing hike to hike down through there.
It would be. We're gonna do that next time we come. Yeah, all the valley hikes would be really cool. I'm sure you see a lot of waterfalls, especially this time of year. The little ponds and stuff. Awesome. You always have that around you. So you think this is the best time, or would more August?
I don't know. I think right now you can see a lot of these upper trails are still covered in snow.
Yeah.
So maybe like the 1st of August. Because I imagine those will be melted out in a couple weeks.
Do you think the lower trails would be better now, though? Like doing the valley trails?
Almost got that trail cut all the way through there.
Yeah, so see, earlier we tried to hike right there and follow that up all the way, but the trail was completely covered and they just cut it again, which that would have been really fun to hike on. John is right now considering doing it again.
What we could have done is we could have went up there and looped around. Back through there.
Yeah.
That would take a while.
Yeah.
It's bigger than it looks.
I think it is too. I think climbing that peak that little curved peak right there is bigger than it actually looks.
I don't think it's any fun. Probably no bigger than what we just did.
Yeah, I don't know. What time is it?
I have no idea. You've got the watch on.
Yeah, but it's not.
Stop trying to.
It's almost 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock tonight? No, it's more like 6 here.
That's what I'm saying. It's 8
okay.
There. I'll let you do the subtraction. You're the one from here. This has been part 1 of our hike in the Mount Rainier area, which took place mostly above the tree line. In part 2, we begin our descent down into the valley, and we pass a frozen lake, and we even make our way over to a really great waterfall that I got some good footage of.